Keep your eyes closed. Be in your yogic breathing. Feel the vibrations of the sound of conch. With chant Om, make your statement of purpose. I'm chanting Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I am creating my layers of protection in 3 layers. Outermost layer consists of 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on the right side, a lion on the left side, an eagle above me, and a tortoise below. Inside of that, in the big ring with balls of fire, all the balls are being lit, creating a firewall all around me that consummates all negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. The third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the sound of Om. Take your awareness to your cervix. Visualize a 4-petal lotus. Visualize the color red coming up and pouring all around you like a fountain from the center of your head. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to the spinal terminus at the coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, color orange. Increase your pitch a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness behind your navel, 10-petal lotus, color yellow, increase pitch, take a deep breath. Take your awareness behind your heart center, 12-petal lotus, color green, increase your pitch, take a deep breath. Take your awareness behind the throat pit, 16-petal lotus, color blue, increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness behind the eyebrow center, 2-petal lotus, color indigo, increase pitch, take a deep breath. Take your awareness at the top of the center of your head, 1,000-petal lotus, white color, increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Be in meditative position when I chant the peace invocations. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadidamassu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Arigi Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra, interlace your fingers, left hand thumb is erect, right hand thumb and index finger around the left hand thumb. Make your statement of purpose. Visualize the person whom you normally pray in front of you. Feel a brilliant golden rays coming from that person into your body. It is penetrating each and every cell in your body, rejuvenating each and every cell. Bow down to the person with respect and follow me in making a statement of purpose. I'm chanting to be in the midst of sound energy for physical health and mental health. Chanting every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. If you know the chanting, chant along, otherwise just be in the vibrations of sound energy. Om Triyambakam Vijamake Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Pandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Vijamake Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Pandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Vijamake Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Arigi Om. Very gently disengage your hands and keep them on your knees. Feel the steadiness of your body, keep it immobile. As the body is completely steady, feel how the mind is becoming steady. Observe the thoughts and see them receding. Feel yourself completely and totally grounded with Mother Earth. Feel confident that she will always provide you for all your necessities of life. Feel a unique sense of energy penetrating from Mother Earth into your body, spreading all through your body, giving you a renewed sense of confidence to face up to all external circumstances, be they pleasant or unpleasant. Then very slowly open your eyes. You can stretch your legs out, and then we'll get ready for today's practice. We will be extending the practice of lesson 1 of our myth of aging practices. We will initiate the first movement and then we will extend it further with variations from Feldenkrais somatic practices. So you come down on your tummy. If you recollect the first movement, the right hand was kept in front, the left cheek was on your right hand, the left hand was on the side of your body, and in this movement, breathing in, you lifted the elbow, chin, and the opposite leg. And then you brought it down very slowly, feeling the relaxation of the muscles at the back. So please repeat 3 times. Hand, elbow, face, and opposite leg. Hand, elbow, face, opposite leg. When you're coming down, come down very slowly. Feel the relaxation of the muscles on the back. When you're coming up, feel the contraction of the muscles along the spine and along the opposite buttocks and along the opposite leg. When you're finished, please change over. Bring the left hand under the face. Turn the face to the other side. Very slowly start the first round. Very slowly come down. Second round. Very slowly come down. Be aware when you're coming down. Be aware when you're going up. Breathing in when you're going up. Breathing out while you're coming down. Legs will be straight. Don't bend them at the knees. Last round, very slowly. And then relax. Now we'll see a corresponding yogic practice, and from that practice we will be taking off many variations today. All of these are calculated or calibrated to relax your back and make it more flexible. As we progress, you should be able to feel greater flexibility on your back. So you will keep your forehead on the ground, hands by the side of the head, fingers along your forehead. It's called the half cobra pose, Ardha Bhujangasana, half cobra pose. In this breathing in, you will lift your head up, look up. And then very slowly, you will come down. Now, when you're looking up, please make a note as to where you can see. That is your reference point. How much is your back coming up? And then very slowly go down. Now, repeat the same movement a second time, but pay attention to what I have to say before you start the movement. Feel the contraction of your neck muscles and the contraction at the lower back when you are coming up. Breathing in, come up, breathing out, go down. Feel the contraction at the lower back and at the neck muscles when you are coming up. Very slowly come down. Feel those contractions releasing when you are coming down. Now, wait for some time. When you're coming up the third time, pay attention to your palm. Are you pressing them hard on the ground to help you come up? That is an unnecessary movement. You must initiate the entire movement from the lower back. So try and keep the palm very light on the floor and initiate from the back and come up. So breathing in, come up. Palms are light on the floor. Don't press them. And then very slowly come down. Last round, very slowly. And then relax. Now the next movement is something that I cannot demonstrate. So you have to follow instructions and do it. Your forehead is on the ground. Hands are by the side of your head the same way as you kept. Take the position because you have to just follow instructions. Take your position. You have to just follow instructions. With your eyes closed, just internally in your eyes, move them to the right side and then bring it back to the center. Forehead is on the floor, eyes are closed. Internally, the eyeballs will move towards the right and come back. Now, you will be doing it a second time. This time, be very careful to observe whether the right eyeball and the left eyeball move to the same extent. You will find there is a difference. You will find the right eyeball is moving more, the left eyeball is moving less. Be aware of this difference when you are doing the movement. Then repeat 2 more times. And then relax. Now you'll repeat the same thing on the left side, moving both the eyeballs to the left side. And again, observe the difference between the two. Also try and see which side of movement you felt was easier. Was moving the eyeball to the right easier or was moving it to the left easier? Pay attention when you're doing it. Once again, move it to the left, bring it back to the center. Again, move it to the left, bring it back to the center. Last time, move it to the left and then bring it back to the center. Now try and roll the eyeballs down and then bring it back to the center. Roll it down, bring it back to the center. Roll it down, bring it back to the center. Roll it down, bring it back to the center. Now roll it up, bring it back to the center. Roll it up, bring it back to the center. Now you will once again lift your head up like you did the first time, but then when your head is going up, the eyes will look down. And then you will look down, eyes will go up. In that position itself, just bring the head down without touching the ground, and the eyes will go up. Head will look down, eyes will go up. See if you can go up a little more than the first time. Repeat the second round. Third round. Last round. Take a couple of breaths and relax. And then repeat the first movement of looking up and see whether you can look up a little more than what you did previously. Do you feel the back has relaxed a little more and allows you to go up a little more? Make sure you're not pressing on your palms, you're moving from the back, and without any extra effort, you should feel you can look up a little more. You should not press or force anything to make you look up a little more. It should come naturally on its own. Only do what is naturally coming, don't accentuate anything. Relax completely. Relax completely. Now you can watch the next movement, which is an opposite to what we did before. So in this movement, you will try to slide the forehead down as though you're looking at your navel, and then you will slide it back. You will slide the forehead as though the eyes want to look at the navel, and then you will come back. And when you're going like this, see what happens to the back, see what happens to the neck muscles. Where exactly is the contraction happening? When you're going back, where are the relaxations happening? Start. Second round. Don't hold it for a long time, just release. Release slowly, but second round, slowly. Release slowly, release slowly. Release very slowly. 4 rounds on your own, complete. Third round. Last round. And then relax. Take a couple of breaths out and then repeat the first movement and see whether the movement is now becoming easier as the range of movement improved. Is the back feeling a little more relaxed? Yeah, I can see a considerable improvement Very good. Relax. Now the next movement again you can watch. You will be in the same position. And then in this position, you will lift the legs up, folding it at the knees, making a 90 degrees between the foot and the thighs. Then in this position, you will try to flex your feet with the fingers going up toward the ceiling. And then you will extend them with the fingers trying to go closer to the foot, lifting the foot up, flexing it, then extending it. So when you're doing this, pay attention to your ankle joints, pay attention to your calf muscles, and then see in which direction the toes are going. If you were to have kept a book on your foot, when you're lifting the toes up, in which direction the Buddhist book is likely to fall. Pay attention to all this and start. First round, flexing the feet up. Yeah. Flexing the feet up and then bending it down. Flexing it up, bending it down. Pay attention to your calf muscles. Pay attention to your ankle joints. Mentally see the direction in which the toes are going. Are they pointing toward the ceiling? Are they pointing toward the side? Be aware. And then relax your feet and rest. Relax your feet, relax your legs. Now you'll be the same position with the knees folded in the same way, but this time you will lift your right knee away from the ground. It need not be very much, it can be a little bit. Feel your back muscles extending when you are lifting the thighs up. And then bring it down. Again, lift it up. The other knee continues to be folded in the same way. Only the right knee will come up. Then it goes back. Right knee comes up, goes back. If you can lift it a little more, try and do it. It is not necessary. And then see what happens along the back muscles. Where exactly do you feel the contraction? They should be straight at 90 degrees. They should not bend closer to the body. Yes, correct. That's right. Then lift right knee away from the floor. Correct. And when you're lifting it, see what happens to your back muscles. Pay attention, bring them down slowly. Bring it down slowly. Complete awareness of your back muscles. What happens to them? Very good. Now relax. Now the next movement. In the next movement, you will just try to press the right knee down on the floor, keeping it in the same way, folded at 90 degrees. Press the right knee down on the floor. Your lower back and the groin will lift up. Just be aware which part of the body is lifting up. Press it down on the floor. Only the knee will press on the floor. See what happens to the back, where exactly the back moves. Be aware of it. Second round, third round, last round. Now you will alternate. Alternate means first you will lift the knee up from the ground and then you will press it down on the floor. Then you will again lift it up. When you press it down, when you press down, be aware as to the lower back, lifting up a little bit to make it happen 4 times slowly. Lift the right knee up, then press it down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up, press it down, lift it up, press it down. Now relax, take a couple of breaths. When you're ready, fold your legs again and repeat on the left leg. Lifting the knees up first. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Now pressing it down, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Now alternate, lift, 1, lower down, press, 1, lift, 2, press, 2, lift, 3, press, 3, lift, 4, press, 4. Now stretch your legs and relax. Now you will do it with both the legs. So when you're ready, fold them back again. Now, lift both the knees up, forehead on the ground. Both the knees up and then bring it down. Lift both the knees up, bring it down. Bring it down slowly, correct. Lift both the knees up, 3, bring it down. Last round, both the knees up, bring it down. Relax a little bit. Now press both the knees down, fold the legs up once again, press both the knees down. Second round, press both the knees down. Third round, press both the knees down. Fourth round, press both the knees down. Now you'll play what is called a drumming action with your knees. So you're in the same position, legs are folded as before. Then you raise the right knee up, pressing the left knee down. Then you will bring the right knee down, press it down, lift knee up, left knee up, lifts up. And then you'll increase the speed as though you're drumming faster. And in this, you're pressing the knee down. See if you're holding your breath. That is not necessary, so let the breath go normally. The legs must be folded at 90 degrees. Whenever you want to take rest by releasing them and then come back to position and do. Don't have to lift so much, lift a little less, but do it a little more slowly and then increase the speed later. And now stretch your legs and relax. Now once again repeat the first movement, Ardha Bhujangasana, lifting the head up, keeping the elbows down. Fingers are on the line of the forehead, only lifted from the back. Make sure that the palms are relaxed, they are not pressing on the floor. Movement is coming from the back. Look up and see whether you can lift a little further up in the ceiling. And then very slowly come down, feel the relaxation of the back muscles. And then release. How many of you could feel improved flexibility on the back? You could look up a little more. Very good. Joy, Beryl. Very good. Falguni, thanks. Very good. Fantastic. Now relax a little bit. And then we will continue with the next movement. All of them are lying down on the tummy only today. Now, in the same position, I don't want to demonstrate. I'll just give you instructions. You're keeping the forehead on the ground, hands are by the side of your head, fingers in the line with the forehead. Turn the face to one side, any side of your choice. Then slowly come back and turn the face to the other side. Now, out of the two, which side you feel was more comfortable? 90% of the time, the side that you turned first, naturally, automatically dictated by your body, you will feel is easier, and the other side is a little less easy. Just check for yourself whether this is the case by doing it once again. Now for the next movement, this is similar to the one we did last time when we did the extended practices of lesson 2. So here, let me first demonstrate this. Your forehead is on the ground, you will turn the face to the right side. Now keeping the face turned to the right side, you will start folding the upper leg and bring it up towards the chest and then slide it back. Take it up, slide it back. And then after you have done that, you will slide the head along the floor toward the chest, take it back. And then you will combine the two movements, bringing the head and the feet together, and the knees together, sorry. So start first with the knee, turn the face to the right side, folding the legs, sliding it up, bring the knees closer to the chest. Let me, if you want to see from this side, let me show you. 1 second. And the last one. Start. Start with the leg first, and then when you're folding the leg up, see what happens to the back muscles. You feel the vertebrae of the spinal cord acting to help you do this motion. If so, which vertebrae are helping you move it? From the lower back to the upper back, to what extent can you feel the movement? Wherever you can feel the movement, all those parts are actually participating in the movement. After 4 rounds, relax, then bring the head down. This time, feel what happens at the neck region, the cervical area of the spine. What contractions can you feel there, and how much down does it go? Also observe the curving of your spine. Now put both the motions together, head and the feet together, and see how the spine is curving now. Pay attention to the curvature of the spine. Relax now on the other side. Now move it on the other side. After you have completed, stretch your legs and relax on your back. Relax on the back. Take some rest. While you're relaxing, you can observe the next movement. You're keeping the hands along the head. In this, you will bring the elbows up. Once you brought the elbows up, you will press the right elbow and you press the right palm, that will make the elbow go towards the right side. The face, when you're pressing the palm down, the face will rotate towards the right side. To let it happen, allow the face to do what it wants without stopping it. Feel the rolling of the muscles along the shoulder girdle when you're doing this. After you've finished this, you will press the palm down and bring the knees closer on the same side where you're pressing. And then you will take it back. Press, bring the knees up, relax, let the knees go back. Press, bring the knees up, relax, let the knees go back. Start. After 4 rounds, bring the knees up when you're pressing the hand down. After 4 rounds, repeat on the other side. Very good. Now relax. Then pivot on the other side. Take rest and then do it on the other side. Once you have completed all the 4 on both sides, relax. Then we will do 2 complementary yogic poses. Take some rest. After you have taken some rest, lie on your stomach, hands stretched forward. Lie on your stomach, hands stretched forward. And in this position, lift the hands and the leg up and see how much you can come up. Lift the legs and the hands up. Legs are straight at the knees. Don't bend them. Straight at the knees, how much you can very slowly come down. Repeat it 2 more times. Breathe in when you're coming up. Hold your breath, hold your pose, and then come down, breathing slowly and coming down slowly. Last round. This is called a boat pose. And then after this, you will do what is called Dhanu Asana, a bow pose. So for that, you will fold the legs up, catch just below the ankle on both the feet with both the hands. Breathing in, lift the legs up from the floor, lift the head up from the floor, and look up. And then breathe normally to hold, and then very slowly breathing out, come down. So breathing in, go up, breathe normally to hold, breathing out, come down. Second round. Fantastic. Release. Now repeat the first movement once again and see how much more you are able to go up. Relax and then repeat the first movement and see how much more you are able to move now. Not that, the original movement. The first movement where you keep the hands by the side of the forehead and lift only the head up. That movement. Only that movement. The first movement with which we started. Yes. Can you look up a little more than what you did before? Wow. Wonderful. Relax. Turn on your back and relax in Shavasana. Hands by the side of your body, palms facing the sky. Let the legs stoop down to the side. If they can flop completely, let them flop. Relax your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your ankle. Relax the calf muscles and the lower leg. Relax the knees and the back of the knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips and hip joint. Relax the buttocks. Relax the lower back, mid back, upper back. Relax each vertebrae and see how many vertebrae are in alignment with the ground, which vertebrae seems to be raised from the ground. Now pay attention to your shoulders. Relax both of them. Then your armpits, both the arms, both the elbow, both the forehand, both the wrist, palms and fingers. Now relax the back of the head. Relax top of the head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes, eyebrows, nose, lips, neck, chest, kidneys, diaphragm, liver, pancreas, stomach, intestines, bladder. Now feel that the whole body is sinking down into the ground in a deep state of relaxation. The body is becoming heavy and sinking deeper into the ground. Let it sink more and more. Feel you're relaxed more and more. And see how, in this state of relaxation, your breathing has become deeper and slower. See the rhythmic rise of the abdomen when you're breathing in, and the rhythmic contraction of the abdomen when you're breathing out. The number of breaths that you take in and out per minute has come down. Feel how your heartbeat has come down. And feel how the relaxation is spread all through the body. Let this feeling of relaxation sink in completely and totally. Now very slowly become aware of the posture in which you are lying, the room in which you are lying. Gently fold your hands and put them back. Gently fold your legs and put them back. Then stretch your hand over your heads and stretch your feet forward. Give a nice long stretch to the whole body. Nice long stretch to the whole body. Then turn the body to one side and with the support of your hands, gently sit up and be in a meditative position. Make your statement of purpose for chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me in 3 layers. Take a deep breath in for Om mantra. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Rub your hands nicely. When they're warm, keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palm into the eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Then release your hands. Hari Om Tat Sat. So please let me know how this feels when you start moving around today. Is the back feeling more relaxed? You feel you can stretch a little more? Let me know how it is. If you have any discomfort, that also you let me know. So it will adjust the movements accordingly. And on Thursday, we'll be starting with lesson 4. So be ready. Bye.